It is the third to last week of the Jersey Flegg Cup, and our Warriors took on the high-flying Panthers with these highlights brought to you by Warriors Anonymous, the online store. Head along to warriorsanonymous.co.nz and get yourself sorted with all the latest streetwear, men's, women's, kids. We got everyone sorted there, warriorsanonymous.co.nz. Now let's have a look at the highlights as the Warriors, they're out of the top 5 race in the Jersey Flegg Cup. They're taking on the Penrith Panthers over in their home ground. A little bit of a dodgy kickoff here. The bounce, they let it go. People slipping over. And Nick Murphy, the fullback, had to take evasive action to get out of his own in goal. The Warriors on the front foot early, but the Panthers would come up with a little bit of a run down the right-hand side. Here's the centre. Tua o Malia Mavai Toila o Patea. The centre. Good run from him, and he sets it up nice and early as they swing onto the attack. They come out to the edges with Lamont. Finds the other centre, Whaya Money. And he gets it off for the first try there. That's Poutoa Hotere Papali'i. The left winger goes in and gets the Panthers on the board nice and early in this one. Well worked manoeuvre from the dummy half. Billy Scott got it out. And just crabbing across field was Tyler Bunting, the captain. They set it up on the outside. Well played by Lamont, the number 6. Just tipped it on pretty quickly. And there was Hotere Papali'i going in the corner. Some more attack coming down that side as well. Here's the other centre, Sialatili Whaya Money. Former Warrior gets it out to his winger. And Hotere Papali'i, look at that, he's in for a double inside 10 minutes. They had numbers down that short side and going into a yawning gap. Whaya Money, the leading try scorer last year in Jersey Flegg for the Warriors, now playing over at Penrith. Doing a heck of a job on that one. Panthers keep coming as well. Nice short ball here. Here's the front rower, Delahia Wigmore. He almost takes it all the way. They're absolutely flying here. Are the men from the Blue Mountains as they go short side. The ball just comes free there as Billy Scott tried to rumble his way over out of dummy half. And the Warriors will hang on. The scoreline remains intact. Finally try and get a bit of attack going here in the 14th minute. Played here by Emosi Ravosai, and play it back to JD Auloa, the captain, back in the lineup today as Alvin Chong Ni centres play near the uprights. Auloa into dummy half, and it comes to Junior Sikulvea. Dangerous! But he loses the ball there, and out it comes. Nick Murphy, he's dangerous as well. Look at this for a run. Gets the ball on the outside. Hotere Papali'i gets dragged into touch. Good tackle there. Just covering across was Brandon Norris. Chuck Norris says, no way, son. And drags him into touch there, but the Panthers, they will keep coming. Wigmore, look at this. Delahia Wigmore. The big front rower causing all sorts of carnage around the middle section of the field as they come to the right with Tyler Bunting looking for runners. Here's Murphy. And look at this, it's the Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Over the top with the rainbow pass. And in the corner goes Gerard Cronin, the winger. Plenty of height to him. Tall enough to catch this big looping pass as we'll see it on the WA replay. Murphy just cut inside. Got the ball out. They had them stripped for numbers. And Lydiard just held his position well there on the sideline. Caught it. And goes in to finish the job there. 16 points to 0. Penrith on a roll here as Bunting comes across. Short ball this time. And on the inside is Zachary Clark. He'll play it on the last tackle. Knocking at the door are the Panthers. Here they come again. They stretch it to the left this time, but look out. Straight into the hands of Raphael Seal. Back into the lineup after a few weeks out. He's got the hamstring taped up, and away he goes. He's going to have the speed to go all the way here. Good chase from Lydiard getting across. But in the end, it was Raphael Seal gets the try for the Warriors, gets them on the board. And boy, didn't they need that one. Let's have a look at it again on the WA replay. It came out from Bunting to Lamont. The pass just hung up there. Sort of in between the centre and the winger, and Raphael Seal just grabbed onto it. Once he got the ball, really, they weren't going to drag him down. Spirited chase in the end. Raphael adds another one to the highlight reel. That's a beauty. The Warriors on the board finally, 16 points to 4. The Panthers will keep attacking. Here's Murphy. Nick Murphy played a lot of football on the wing, but in this fullback position today. And they come to the left and the outside following that tackle. What are they going to do here? Numbers in motion. They come across to the left. Nope, they swing it back right. And Bunting, he's going to put it up. Looking for someone. Look who it is flying through the air. Nick Murphy with the headgear. Too good on that occasion. Gotta love the way the Panthers worked the defence here. They dragged them out left, and then they pulled the defence up on the right-hand side. So everyone came up. There was no one back to cover the kick. Flying through the air. Caught it well there. Not sure if he's got a basketball background or not, but showed good height on that jump there, the Nick Murphy. And the Panthers will keep coming too. It's a black onslaught during this first half of the Jersey Flegg Cup, round 24. They come out to Murphy again. He gets the inside pass here for the centre. Tua O'Malia Mavai Toilau. But there, the referee almost gets trampled on there in the end goal. It was well worked. Out it came from Lamont to Murphy. A little skip. He just has the defence wondering which way he's going to go. He threw it on the outside last time. Puts it back inside, and the defenders weren't there to stop it. Panthers leading healthily here, 26 points to 4. What can they get going down that left-hand side? Left side, right side, centre. They're attacking in all parts. And they'll have a crack here again. And away it comes to the big fella. It's the back rower, Aidan Moran. He goes over, but the ball comes free. Appealing his case to the referee. He says, no, you've had enough points for the first half, fellas. I'm sure he didn't say that. Anyways, Warriors right in the shadows of half-time here. Second to last play, they get it off to Joseph Ratcliffe. Tries to break free. And they drag him down. He'll play it about 15 metres out from the line. The final hooter goes. Or at least the half-time hooter goes. You get it out to this guy when that happens. Brandon Norris, out of nothing, cuts back inside. A beautiful try there. Playing in the centre spot this week is our man Chuck Norris. And it just came out to him on this right-hand side. And he changed of direction. Cut back in. Saw a gap. And just too good for the defence there. It's been a tough half of footy. Couple of bright moments though, and that was one of them. And they'd go to the sheds. 26 points to 10 to the Panthers. And a bit more attack coming in the early stages of the second half as well. So they come out of dummy half. Bunting going short side. Gets it out to Money. Just dragged down short of the line there by Lauma Lily. Good tackle. Bunting's going to put it up. What's the chase like? They come through. Murphy grabs it. And they grab him just short of the line. Warriors hanging on desperately. They force the turnover, but the Panthers keep coming. Look at Bunting again, right near the line. I have no idea how he didn't score there. Held up. I think it was the leg of Joseph Ratcliffe got underneath him. And on the next play as well. They still held firm here. Excellent goal line defence. Warriors trying to dig in after the halftime oranges. As the Panthers come out left, here's Money. Tries to get it on the outside. And the ball goes loose. Timely turnover there. The Warriors hang on. Can they get something going with the ball? They give it off to the spark plug, Junior Sekulvea. Look at this, straight through into a bit of space, and he finds Jack Thompson, the halfback. And he's got some wheels. Away he goes. Jack Thompson under the posts. Warriors coming back here. They get their second try in a row. It's been a tough day at the office, but this was a wonderful try. Junior Sekulvea has been doing this all year, loving the work from him. The footwork, the acceleration, and look how he sets up the support there absolutely perfectly, steaming onto it. He's got some speed, all right, Jack Thompson. A couple of players to watch there in the future years, for sure. 26 points to 16. What can the Warriors get going here? Feeling a bit of a flow. Here's Kalis Paul Putoko. Shifted out into the right or the left centre spot. In the second half, a little bit of a backline reshuffle. Now here they come again. What can they do here, the Warriors? They withstood an absolute onslaught. Early doors from the Panthers, and this kick goes high. Easily taken by Murphy. And look out, there's danger signs here when he gets the ball. Now move up into scoring position again. Can they make the most of it? Wigmore wrestled to the ground there and a strong tackle He'll play it back as they come out of dummy half. The number 14 has a crack there. That's Jensen Tuaoi. On the next play, too much pressure, and Delahia Wigmore, the big front rower, and causing problems for the defence. And he gets his reward here with a well-taken try. Spotted the little gap, went straight for it. 32 points to 16. Now here come the Panthers again, look out. Wonderful tackle again. Ratcliffe saving the day at the back there. But they're not going to stop, are they? Here come Penny again. Bunting, looking left, looking right, inside pass. He stumbles. He'll get dragged down about 10 metres out from the line on the last tackle. Here's Tuaoi. Back to Bunting. He gets it away, and they give it off to Murphy, and here's numbers. Look out. Didn't need them in the end. Zach Lamont goes over, throws the dummy, and goes through the gap. It was the last tackle. Not sure it was quite a scripted play as such, but it was just well worked. They needed to shift it. And once Lamont had the option, he was like, all right, I can do this myself here. It's 38-16. Here's some more trouble coming up. Nick Murphy, look out for him. Puts up the kick this time. Off the cuff play, and it falls beautifully into the hands of Lydiard, the winger, and he gets it back inside. Part there. Gets himself a hat-trick. And another play that wasn't really scripted. He can score in a number of ways, this Penrith team. Look at this, Murphy darting around, gets away from one and puts in a deft little kick. Under all sorts of pressure, really that shouldn't have worked, but it fell straight into the breadbasket of Lydiard. And he flung it back inside, and Bartier goes over. Excellent play there once again from the Panthers. How can the Warriors respond here? Ravosai will play it. Back it comes to Filipe Talisao. Tuipulotu Vea. They come to the right this time. Ratcliffe. Here's Putoko. Gets it on the outside to Seal. Ball comes free though. Back, look out. Uh-oh. Murphy's away. He just gets dragged down. A desperation tackle there from Alvin Chong Ni. Saves the day. But the Panthers will work their way upfield. And Wigmore having an absolute ball out there is Delahia Wigmore. On the following play, the kick comes through. Another one. Beautifully taken try there. And there's that man again. Tuau Malia. Mavai Toelau. Part there. Excellent try. Actually, that was the hat-trick. I said he had a hat-trick before. Gave it away there. The Panthers will keep coming. Oh, they're relentless. Look at this. Another kick through. And when it's your day, it is your day. Some supreme skill on display here as Lydiard gets himself a try in the 70th minute. Can the Warriors try and get something going here to finish things on a positive? The result's not going to go their way, but Rodney Tuipulotu Vea gets the ball away. And Jericho, Filipe Talisao, goes over there, slams the ball down. Scoreline's not gone in his favour, so I guess you got to take the small wins at this point. And on the WA replay, we'll see it again. RTV got it away to his support. And Filipe Talisao provided a good punch in the starting lineup and off the bench as well this year. As the Panthers would come to the left, they want to have the last say. And will they? They get it away. Nick Murphy, he'll grab himself a second try as well. Plenty of points in this one. Probably not enough to the Warriors. It'll finish 60-22. Good learnings, we'll say, as we head towards the end of the year. Next week they take on the Parramatta Eels, another high-flying side. They beat them last time though, and that's over at Waikato Stadium, FMG Stadium, Waikato, next Saturday. Catch it all on Bar TV Sports. Until then, up the Waz, go the Warriors!